Hello out there, we are on the air. Just going to send out the old pat signal, let people know that I am live, and then it's their choice. If they care to join or not, it's up to them. But you've joined, haven't you? You dirty little scoundrel. Thank you for coming. And yes, anyone listening to this part is listening to the video on demand after the fact, so appreciate you coming out. Hey, Dean, welcome, welcome. Here, let's take a quick look at the weekly awards. Snoop Lindsay, last week's NFC Defensive Player of the Week, coming up colossal against the 49ers, as we've come to expect from our star edge rusher. Just give me a second. Just organizing things so that we have maximum comfort for this game. Dennis David, the NFC Offensive Player of the Week for the Saints, he has been a whopper this season. So we take on the New England Patriots, who are now user-owned. Shout out to Gold from the Data 782 Discord server. Also shows up here time to time. Done the upgrades. Now we're just taking a gander. Obviously, we have a short week this week, so not much time to create an elaborate game plan. With that being the case, I want to stress how important it is that we play fundamentally sound football this week. Definitely. With so little recovery time, a lot of guys are going to be less than 100%, which can lead to sloppy football and mental errors. Exactly. And we're better than that. Stress to the team that it's imperative that we take care of the ball and be the team capitalizing off mistakes rather than being the ones making them. Okay. Simple enough. Gold, welcome, welcome. Yes, indeed, Malik Willis getting the start for the Patriots. Do you care to share why you've decided not to continue with Baker Mayfield as he finishes out his contract with New England? I believe he's on expiring. I could be wrong there. So not Baker. Malik is the man we will be taking on. Let's see how he's done for the Patriots thus far. Well, getting his first real action in Week 7 from the looks of it, and getting 2 wins in Week 7 and 8 against the Bears and Browns. Being brought back out in Week 10 and 11, lost to the Jets, and then a win over the Packers. So 3-1. I see why you're going with the man. He'll be wearing number 7. Jermaine Jefferson, who first time I'll be looking at him, he was drafted, I believe, in the first round a season ago. The same draft that we got Ricochet. Wow. So yeah, second round pick 3. I might have to just check that right now. Like these guys were literally taken a few players apart. Six players apart in round 2 of 2025, and I meant to look at the rest of the Patriots. Damn it. Gold. He's expiring. Mayfield was struggling to complete passes and was taking a lot of sacks. Wells was given a chance, and he hasn't given me a reason to take him out yet. He's winning ball games. Longfellow couldn't have said it better. Well put, my friend. Now let's pay our due respect and look at the rest of this Patriots team, which admittedly Gold didn't do much in putting together. He inherited the team partway through the season, which mid-season deals are few and far between in this league. They have Keenan Allen and Jahan Dotson as their 1 and 2, a healthy combo, and rookie Jalen Matthews in the mix. He was an interesting guy. Oh, Mayfield's last game was the 73-13 loss to the Chiefs. Fair enough. So normal dev, but a high overall. Good physicals. Yeah, Matthews is going to be an issue for years to come, I predict. Good pick. Hunter Henry out for the game. That's unfortunate. So they will be relying on number 18, Blake Kendrick. Still a stout offensive line. Christian Barrymore at left end, an X factor. Got Keon White on the other side. I'm guessing it's a 4-3 due to the 280 overall D tackles. Although this is with boosts, so not actually sure the overalls. Oh, wow. Deep and middle linebacker, too. So who knows? Quincy Williams also hurt for this week. So some injury issues for the Patriots. We are missing Brandon Ayuk and Tiny Stolars for the third straight week, I believe. Christian Gonzalez up to a superstar dev. Probably the double superstar dev corners. Nice. I can get behind that. Man, they're hurting in New England. That's tough. Jabril Peppers, obviously scary as all hell out there. And a quick look at their picks. They have their first, their second, the Jets third, their own third, their own fourth, sixth, and seventh. So missing their fifth, but with an extra third round pick. All right, without further ado, let us do it to it. And we're the Thursday nighter this week. Oh, I think it's Wednesday night. Still appropriate. Okay. So the settings were good. I can go back to stop checking that. Oh, a snow game! Oh, baby, it's a snow game. The best. Last week, O'Shea had a massive 31 carries, so that 119 is not as stout as it would seem. Right? Snow games are so fun. And I mean, if there's a place, a team to have one, it's New England. Between, the Tuck Rule game back, 22 years ago, I'm ancient. More recently, that I want to say it was a Thursday or Monday night, or it was a primetime game. It was the Bills and the Patriots, and I think Mac Jones had 3 pass attempts the entire game. Like, they just ran, and it worked. Ooh, Malik Willis styling with that headband. This is wild, because I think week 12 is like late November, so this questionable weather. And kick it. God, I'm not going to be able to see my own team. White jerseys on white snow. Good luck. And it'll be a touchback. I keep meaning to swap out Dicker for O.P. McAfee on the kickoff team. Right? It's a snow game, Landon. I'm pumped. Willis has been good so far. A 3-to-1 touchdown to interception ratio. 3-1 in his 4 starts. He'll have a tall order with the only undefeated team remaining in the league in the 10-0 Arizona Cardinals. And it's a knockout early on. The attempted pass to Keenan Allen is incomplete. Right, Swerve is out for this game as well. Is Tiny back? There's no way. They just didn't list Tiny, I guess. But that's right, we're also missing Swerve for this game. So Daxton Hill will be filling in at strong safety, as it's a combination sack for Chase Young and Snoop from the looks of it. Pack a sack lunch, Malik. You got to be ready to work all day here. Landon warning Gold that there could be many sacks. My defensive line is basically the star of this team. Not more than Justin Fields. Welcome, Jiggles. Definitely not. And the Ice Bear in his natural habitat. No, Haku! No! Okay, he's limping. So clearly a broken collarbone. Not as much as Mayfield. Gold claps back. And O'Shea's still up? I feel like I say this a lot, but that was a very hard-fought 3 yards. I think he broke 2 tackles, just wasn't able to get much forward momentum. His players bouncing off him hither and yon. 2nd and 7 now. Back to O'Shea. Oh, waiting for his blocks to set up and gets a big gain. I'd say probably about 7 or more on that run. Right, of course it was. What am I saying? It was 2nd and 7. No shit, it's 7 or more. Look at him. Breaking first contact on a consistent basis. 4 yards. We'll take that. That's good positive yardage. And Jiggles deciding he wants to stunt, finding Jameson Williams. Gain of 30 on the catch. 1st and goal at the 5. Oh, just splitting the zone defense there. Nicely done by Williams. And some 6-on-6 violence. Weird that Baker Mayfield's not wearing number 6. So I formation, the fullback out there. It's an O'Shea run. Oh, stop just shy, as I think that was Jabril Peppers. No, it was Gonzalez tackling him at the 1. Big tackle there. Back to I form here. Let's see if they hand it off to O'Shea again. No, Derrick Henry, who loses a yard. So third. O'Shea back out there, but it's a pass. And it's a touchdown. Williams finishing what he started on the 30-yard reception. A little 2-yard touchdown catch. And the kid and play kick dance. And Luke Musgrave, you're way too white to do that. So make it 6-0 for the time being. Dicker out to try and make it 7. Mark, why are you worried about what's unfair to the Pats? Worry about what's unfair to Pat. Yes, I will not get sick of using my own name as a pun with the opponents this week. But Mark bringing up the good point that the Cardinals are camouflaged here. I would have chosen, like, colored jerseys had I realized this would be a snow game. But I guess Week 12 is probably end of November, sort of. Week 12 this past year, I think, was Thanksgiving. Could be mistaken. Pickup of 3. First run of the day for Jefferson. Which is just a crazy stacked running back draft class. Lorenzo Shepard was in that class. Keontae Hines was in that class. Obviously, I mentioned O'Shea and Jefferson taking 7 picks apart. David Tucker on the 49ers was that class. Sergio Yates on the Giants, who had like a 200-yard game. First down, Jefferson again. Oh, Landon realizing that Trey Lance is hurt. I think that might have been me. I remember we did hurt Trey Lance, but I didn't check if there was a full injury after. Another one that'll be scored a combo sack. That was pretty much all Snoop, but a second Cardinal coming in on cleanup duty. Probably Chase Young will get credit for half, maybe Hobbsy. It's a big pile. Debrowskiego, Pat. How are you today? I tried my best to make the Nick Jingles sound like your name. Oh, I just totally missed the reference till I read afterwards. Oh, was Gold saying it was against the Raiders? Mayfield was sacked 7-8 times. Max Crosby is a demon, though. I think he had 5 sacks against the Cardinals in that same game. Make it another tandem sack. The edge rushers. That'll make it 3 on the day. Willis tackled back at the Patriots 14-yard line. But it's fun to dive in the snow. Come on. Dabrowski also pointing out the winter camouflage. Ice Bear breaks a tackle, finds a seam. Oh, he's too fast. This is his natural habitat. Ice Bear, punt return, touchdown Cardinals. You can't see them. No, this is going to be awful to call. Like, this would legitimately be unfair if we were playing online. Like, imagine trying to pass against defenders you cannot see. Or trying to find your own players when all you can see is, like, a little triangle above someone's head. Or letter A if you're on the X-backs. What a weird way of pronouncing box. It's still very early, though, Gold. Lots of time for momentum to shift. Whoa, I didn't realize the Titans won by 3 scores. That is wild. Holding Prescott to under 150 yards. True. Yes, Data Wakabayashi, our former 7th round pick and current middle linebacker. Dabrowski, I rename pretty much every player I draft. And to keep up with Star Trek references, his number 79 is in reference to 7 of 9, the character from Voyager. Ooh, first down and change for Jahan Dotson. At least I assume that that's who's wearing number 1. Indeed it is. Even a broken clock's right twice a day. First down, 22 yards. That broken clock joke was about myself guessing that it was Dotson, not about the Patriots getting a first. But so when I got a 7th round hidden dev player who had 99 hit power out of the draft, which was very cool. Just slow as hell, strong safety. So I ended up moving him to linebacker. I mean, the renaming made perfect sense. Wakabayashi, the late round steal. Yeah, the white boy in a white jersey on white snow. Pure camouflage. Aaron Donald gets Jefferson slightly behind the line. So 3rd and 10 now at midfield. Ooh, take your drink, everyone. It's complete. The ball's held on to as Tariq Woolen makes the tackle. That's the 2nd-year player, Kendrick, on the catch. And they will punt. 41 yards out is about 5 yards shy of acceptable. What is that, punt? Maybe decided to sky it so the Ice Bear couldn't cross the tundra. That's that 3D chess they're playing. Not a flubbed weather punt at all. I think it's a flubbed weather punt. Kicking is insanely easy and simple in this game, unless there's even the slightest bit of bad weather, in which case it is a god-tier challenge. D-Chuck, there are armies of major countries without camouflage this good. Factual. Ice Bear! He didn't get a chance to return the punt, but he gets a chance on a 78-yard touchdown catch. Touchdown, Cardinals. The other day against the Pats, we had 11 sacks against them, and it was 2017 final with Malik Willis becoming Tom Brady in the second half. Yeah, no one can see him. The Ice Bear going pure stealth there. He became Tom in the final minute of the game. Fair, fair. Malik Willis not getting much rest here as the offense comes back on the field. Patriots' time of possession is going to be wild for this first quarter. Mark saying there should be a new ice bear rule. So fast, if this were the real NFL, forbidding wearing white in the snow game. Polar bear in disguise on the field, says Landon. Oh, what a catch! Jahan Dotson. Why couldn't you have done this for my fantasy team last year? Right, Sam Howell was throwing the ball to you. I like Jahan Dotson a whole lot. He was wide open. Isaiah Simmons on the coverage, that is a mismatch. Landon pointing out away team with home field advantage of these jerseys. So I realize I'm super old and sometimes set in my ways. Oh, I think that'll be a tandem sack for Donald and Chase. Fourth of the day. I still get thrown off when I first turn on NHL games when the home team is wearing the color jerseys. I'm so used to 90s style where home wears white. And that'll count as a sack, technically. 2 yards behind the line of scrimmage. That one's iffy. Wells was clearly scrambling there. A sack in stat sheet alone. Not in spirit. Third and long from the 43. Willis gets the throw off. First down and some change to Kendrick. Landon saying he doesn't like home teams wearing white, and that's fair. Like, my bias is entirely based on when I started watching hockey. So to me, it's like, oh, Vancouver's at home. They're going to wear those, like, blinding white jerseys. This is from the hockey skate Halloween colors era. Dabrowski, the thing that ticks me off most with NHL jerseys is that the Jets have a whiteout in the playoffs, and because of the new jerseys, it makes no sense. Yeah, good call. Landon's saying that the whiteout is sick. I no arguing, but it would be a little cooler. I'm with Dabrowski on this if the jerseys were white for the Jets too. Even just like as an exception. Oh, spice being shared in the comments now. Completes it, finding Keenan Allen and tackled just shy by DeMar Hamlin. So we'll see. Do they go for it on 4th and inches? They will. Down by 3 scores. It's like very early second quarter, but this close, I see why they would. It was a mistake. Turnover on downs. Isaiah Simmons getting in the backfield on the tackle. Mark, I just think of the whiteout being that it's Winnipeg and it's cold and snowy there. Very good. So, Jiggles Jake Taylor will have the ball from the Cardinals 26 to start. Dabrowski wanting to see the Devils bring back their white home jerseys. Gain of only 1. What a pittance. Jiggles finds Luke Musgrave. Gain of about 4 on the play. That'll make it 3rd and 5 now. Wow, Williams actually held on to that. I am pleasantly surprised. Game about 5 or 6. Landon asking if Dabrowski was ready for Sheldon Keefe behind the bench. And he is. Good. Good. I never played hockey, so I don't feel like I can speak with any confidence on how much a difference coaching makes. But I assume at the pro level, like, that's more a case of the Leafs couldn't fire 20 players, you know? Like, you need to do something for the optics. Okay, at the NHL, it's a lot. That's fair. I literally do not know any better. And picking up the first down, O'Shea just put his nose to the grindstone, some of that chest-to-chest, north-south running. Just smash helmets together and see who comes up Ooh, a little tricky throw, 5-yard gain to the Ice Bear, who was seen that time. 2nd and 5 now at the Patriots 43. And O'Shea gets only 2 yards on the carry. 3rd and 3. And looks like converted Jameson Williams. Because the coach brings in a staff and that staff has expertise, they also are really big in establishing team culture. That makes sense to me. Fresh set of downs at the 30. Now we are debatably in field goal range, but weather game, it's always dicey. Pickup of 8, Jameson Williams. That'll make it 2nd and 2. Empty backfield unless I literally can't see a player right now. So strange play call on 2nd and 2. Oh, it was a designed run for Jiggles. Interesting. It failed. Loss of 2 yards. Thank you, Dabrowski. He's saying the nicknames are amazing. They remind him of the 60s one-bar helmets and mud-covered jerseys era nicknames. I'd be lying if Ice Bear wasn't largely inspired by, I forget his last name, but there was a Patriots player named Sugar Bear. Also, this children's cartoon that I watched in my 20s called We Bare Bears was quite good. My favorite of the bears being Ice Bear. Also, a couple of you might have been around during COVID 5 years ago when I actually had my Saskatoon Polar Bears expansion team, where I spent half of every episode saying Ice Bears by mistake. And the Jiggles thing, Dabrowski, is just because literally it would not let me name Jake Taylor Jiggles in game. They thought that it was potentially an offensive thing. Hey, Haku is back! Hooray! Willis back to throw. It's complete. And Kendrick holding on to the ball. Nicely done. He's had a nice day. 43 yards on 3 catches. Fresh set of downs. Right by Take Your Drink midfield. Oh, Jefferson looked like he had a bit more of a lane than he did, but a 6-yard pickup is always welcome. And Chase Young gets to Willis. It's a sack. It's a loss of, I want to say 6 yards. Oh, the Catawba Claw Pup. I hope I pronounced that correctly, because that is a cool as hell nickname. Maybe the bad nicknames didn't stand the test of time, but man, I feel like old sports nicknames, there's something different. Like Mordecai Three Finger Brown, like dude's named Oil Can. Urban Shocker was a dude's name. Catawba. Thank you. But mind you, that could be like a whole bias where I'm thinking about, the commonplace nicknames that I listened to growing up, where every baseball player named Rodriguez was something Rod. There's an A-Rod, H-Rod, K-Rod, I-Rod. It never stopped. And man, when hockey has a good nickname, they get it right. But when they get it wrong, it's just, okay, you're from a country that's not in North America. Some alliteration involving that country. Hell, my favorite player of all well, maybe not of all time, but my favorite player growing up was literally that, the Russian Rocket. There's so many nicknames like that. Finnish Flash. Yeah, I'm sure y'all could go on forever. And they're just randomly ending names in E. Maybe I'm bitter because since my name's Sully, I couldn't be Sully E. I think I'd be Sulzy, maybe. The Swedish Civ. I don't recall that. Who is that? That got me, though. That got me. That's good. Pickup of 3 for O'Shea, who after a couple big runs to go in with these short yardage gains is having himself a nice start to the day. All right, empty backfield. Let's see if it's a design jiggles run. It's not. Oh, pass broken up, though. Nice play by the Patriots defender. Not sure who 37 is. Hardy Astrom. Sully, that one guy from Monsters, Inc. True, and I'm very grateful to that movie because I went way too long with people thinking that my name was a typo and my last name was actually Scully, like the redheaded lady from the X-Files. This is a far kick in the snow. 50 yards out. Dicker kicks. Wow. Played for the Rangers and the Colorado Rockies, who went on to later be the New Jersey Devils. All right, 2-minute drill for Malik Willis. Let's see, though. Okay, no huge return. He'll have 2 minutes, 12 seconds, all 3 timeouts, plus the 2-minute warning, acting as a 4th timeout. Have to take it 78 yards or, better part of 45 to get to field goal range. Jefferson tackled by Wakabayashi. My favorite name of all time in pro sports is Hawken Lube. I thought of you the other day. In my real life job, one of the customers had Hawken as their first name. I think it was 2Ks in their version, though. Played for Calgary in the 80s and one of the best Swedes in pro hockey during his time. Nice. I wasn't quite looking at the screen. I think maybe a sack? Okay, yes. They confirmed at the top of the screen. And a Cardinals timeout now, as the Patriots will punt, and it'll be not quite 2 minutes, but a short clock drill for Jiggles. And the Ice Bear stopped in his tracks that time. And look, as he just got tackled on the field, he's coming off the bench. He's a magic bear. Clearly, the Ice Bear is doing twin magic. There are 2 Ice Bears, and we just rotate them back and forth so they don't get tired. Oh, tried to find the Ice Bear, who's going for like the Willie Mays over-the-shoulder catch. Basically got scorpioned in midair. By that I mean his body took the shape of a scorpion, not he just had a grappling hook thrown through his chest before being uppercut. What is that angle? The trajectory of that throw was absurd. That might have hit a blimp. So 3rd and 10, as Jiggles is just chucking bombs here. Oh, 3rd time's a charm. Oh, wait. Williams able to get some extra distance on that, all the way up to the 31. Oh, whoops. Hit circle by mistake, meant to hit X. So clock's ticking. Just over 60 seconds remain in the half. Finds Williams again. 1st and goal at the 7 now. Just under a minute. Clock still moving. Cardinals have 1 timeout. Oh, killing about 30 seconds of that clock on the huddle. And it's broken up. Nice play by Jones. Clock is stopped with 24 left. 2nd and goal, 7-yard line. Looks like there's 2 tight ends and the fullback out there. Oh, just overthrows, Jelani Woods in the corner of the end zone. So the 2 tight ends was merely a ploy, it appears. Oh, Jiggles. It is okay, takes it himself, calls the number 0. Takes it to the house. Touchdown, Cardinals. Oh, and it's a white boy celebration. And Charlie Ray Jemison out there. So a 7-yard run for the jiggly one. And the Cardinals will now break 30, I think. Okay, yes. Going for 34 here at the end of the second quarter. The kick is up. The kick is good. And here's the return team. Brought down at the 26. So let's see, will Willis try and chuck a couple bombs here, or will they just hand it off to Jefferson? And indeed, that is their plan. Tackled by Sanoa, and likely that will end the first half here. A gain of 2. So the Cardinals chose not to fly south for the winner, instead coming to Foxborough and taking it to the New England Patriots. Currently 34-0, but we're only halfway through this game. It could easily turn on its head. So we take a look at the early results in here. Jiggle's saying it's a boat race. Speaking of Jiggles, we get a nice shot of him with his icy, icy breath. Ice Bear back there to return the kick. Brosiego's praying for the Pats to continue playing poorly. Oh, right. Jets are same division. That makes sense. And it's a handoff to O'Shea, who's got about 15 yards on the pickup. Nicely done. He's at 75 for the game on only 12 carries. Obviously, that most recent play inflates that average a fair bit. Oh, it's play action. Oh, Jiggles throwing into at least double covered, potentially triple coverage there. Looking for Jamison Williams over the middle. Not sure about that one. Maybe he thought he saw another receiver there. Maybe he did and I didn't see them. This white on white is offensive to the eyes. Just batted down. Is the NFC West the only competitive division race in the NFC? Panthers are dropping like a rock. Ooh. NFC South could be wrapped up before Week 18. Jiggles bringing a little spice. 3 straight bat downs by the Patriots as they decide to go clamps. Douglas batting that one down. So I think this is only the second time the punt team's out here today for the Cardinals. McAfee with the punt. And it'll be a fair catch back on the Patriots 14. Oh, Willis looking to scramble, and, well, he gets 6 yards, and he felt it. 3 Cardinals landing on top of him. Leonard with an initial contact, and 2 big edge rushers falling on him after. And Jahan Dotson will step out of bounds, stopping the clock as well, getting the first down. I've been impressed with what I've seen out of Dotson today. It's a run to Jefferson, tackled by Hobbsy, gain of 3. Landon saying the Panthers receiving core is too bad to win games. Ooh, debatable. I mean, it's one of the weaker ones on paper, but you got a few good guys there. Like Mingo's had some moments. Jefferson picks up, I want to say about 5 on that, 3rd and 1. Oh, Lilly, the tight end. I think you got him in the first 2 rounds. Jefferson pushes forward for another 5 there. First down. Patriots looking a little bit renewed here. Ooh, it's an RPO. And Danielson on the tackle. Gain of 6 to Keenan Allen. Patriots putting together a drive here. Never mind. Tariq Woolen, who I think that is 13 interceptions on the year. Like, it doesn't make sense. He has like 80% of our picks this season. More than that, probably. It's probably like 90%. I think Hamlin has 2, and the whole rest of the team has 1. Maybe don't throw to the man. First turnover of the day for either team, so interesting. We get a snow game and no fumbles. Usually in weather games, the fumble sliders get juiced up. And Williams makes the catch and pays for it as he's welcomed by a pair of Patriots. Gain of 6 on the catch. Oh, Jiggles trying to throw a pick of his own. Saying it looks fun. That'll make it 3rd and 4. And just nothing on that throw. Right into the dirt. So 3 and out. Oh, what a punt. Pinning the Patriots at their own 8. That was, I want to frame that and put it on my wall. That was beautiful. I mean, I need something to be happy about with that last possession, right? Willis. Oh. It's a safety. Why would you plant your feet in the end zone to throw like that? Like, you didn't need to be there. And Chase Young kind of like drags him into a sprinting in Snoop. Hey, we get to see a safety. Landon saying that my team is unfair. You're unfair. That'll tell him. And the Ice Bear takes it up to the 38. Single back shotgun formation. Really? Just full-blown gives it to the Patriots. Jiggles, your hands must be cold. What's happening here? Okay, I now see that was intended for the Ice Bear, but didn't see 25 there at all. No, this one's actually making plays for the Patriots. Landon asking if that was Mac Jones. Obviously having a laugh. What is even happening? Tariq Woolen, his 2nd interception of the quarter. Don't throw at him. So we saw no turnovers in the first half, and we've seen 3 interceptions in the span of like 3 minutes of game clock. Essentially an arm punt. Maybe hand it off, Jiggles. Attaboy. Yeah, 5 yards. Clock keeps moving. This makes sense. Okay, you don't need 3 backs back there. My God. Okay, one of them is Musgrave. And no gain on the carry. All those extra blockers, nobody blocked a damn person. Looks like a passing down to me, 3rd and 5. Jiggles all day, gets Musgrave on the first down completion. Changing things up. Oh, he's going deep. Oh, how does that not get completed? That was in the Ice Bear's hands, in the end zone. I don't know if Douglas just shoved him or... I assume there's some funky stuff happening because of the cold weather. It's Probably actually harder to catch. And a 10-plus yard carry by O'Shea bails us out. Gets us just around field goal range. And a fresh set of downs to boot. I love that O'Shea lets his block set up. Gain of 7, which puts him at an even 100 yards for the day on 16 carries. Not bad. Finding Amir Hurwitz, the Jake and Amir connection for the first time today. Gain of about 4. And that'll take us into the red zone, where hasn't been the most successful. Most of our scoring has been on big plays, not... looking for OG Mason, the 5'5" halfback, and throws him a jump ball. I immediately knew who it was just because every player around him looked about 6 inches taller. No! Gonzalez with an interception. Come on, Jiggles. I might have to put the Gambit X Factor back on him. I switched to dots, thinking change things up. Yeah, it's the interceptions. It is what it is. Data getting the TFL. Wakabayashi. Maybe the most fun name to say. Snoop, his 5th sack of the afternoon. Or evening, right? Oh, it's a Thursday nighter. That's what's happening, Landon. Thursday night football games are always trash.
No way, you're kidding me! That's terrible, awful, seriously, just disgraceful.
Oh, Malik. Oh, okay, Malik. Oh. Well, I mean, he gained 2 yards. Doesn't count as a sack, at least. I don't know why he didn't just keep running up the field when he passed the line of scrimmage, but fair enough. Oh, I missed that. Landon pointing out one of the fans in the background was just losing their mind. Jeez. Getting the ball right around, you guessed it, midfield. How did he get 3 yards? Like, he ran into his own blockers. It's just like, oh, I see a pile of 4 people. That's me. And Jiggles just saying, no, I want an entirely different set here. You need to calm down, Jiggles. Under 50% on the game now. And keep in mind, he started out 7 for 7. Like, out of the locker room, hit the ground running. But obviously this cold weather getting to Jiggles here. Finding Musgrave, okay. I must have been speaking too loud. He's like, okay, yeah. Affects me like this. Gets a first, about 13 yards on the pickup. Ooh, that's a nice little wheel route. Whoa, look at this stacked formation. The receivers, like, piled on each other. That is kind of a neat formation. I mean, for 3 yards, okay, but neat. Not complaining, but that play ended because the player ran out of bounds, right? How did the clock then run out? So 2nd and 7, 30 yards out. Finding the Ice Bear, first down. Pick of about 8. And O'Shea there stopped at the line of scrimmage. Nice play by the Patriots. Bernard on the tackle. What are you doing? Hey, Gonzalez, you want another interception? Jiggles is trying. Oh, Jiggles, the actual person. Unfortunately, the reason it's still 30, it's 36-0. Jiggles, the quarterback, decided he wants to throw all the picks. Dicker out there looking to make it a 39-point game. It's good. Tons of backspin on that. Looked like it was floating. So 10.5 remain here in the fourth quarter, and it's pretty much done but the shouting. All right, Malik, it's fourth quarter time. Let's see what Dabrowski comes to fruition for you in this game. Bet he's Tom Brady come the fourth quarter. Ooh, there we go. Gain of 5. Oh, that's just straight up a drop. Make it 3rd and 5. And Willis saw the pressure creeping in. So I don't know, do they punt? Do they go for it here? Okay, yeah. I think everyone knows what's happening at this point. These sky kicks are forcing the Ice Bear to not return his punts. Damn, that's smart strategy. He can't score if you don't let him run. Handoff to O'Shea. Gain of 3. I formation. Probably my favorite formation. I always get so excited when I see the fullback out there. And rightfully so. A nice block. Nice 4-yard pickup. Make it 3rd and 3. Now, do the Cardinals run it 3 straight here and just keep that clock moving? No, but it's a pass to the halfback anyways. First catch for O'Shea on the day, 5-yard pickup. Gain of only 1 as he's basically stopped at the line of scrimmage. I do like that when the AI goes into clock killing mode, it really does pick up. And finding O'Shea for another pass. As that will technically take the Cardinals over 300 passing yards on the day. Handoff, and first down acquired. O'Shea just puts his head down, gets all 6. Not a single inch more, but gets enough. Make it 2 more yards. Like, the Patriots know what we're doing here. Like, look at how they're stacking the box. Jeez, Derrick Henry getting a turn. O'Shea just needs a breather. And he's had it. Make it 3rd and 5 now at the Patriots 38. And Charlie Ray is hurt. That is unfortunate. Hopefully not long term. He just wanted a breather. That face does not match that body. What are you doing? Oh my God. Seriously going for it. 4th and 4, up by nearly 40. Finding OG Mason, the rookie 5'5" halfback, on a passing play. You're just getting cute now, Jiggles. The real Jiggles. Oh! I didn't realize your screen name had the number 14. Should Jiggles the... Oh! Look at that cutback from O'Shea! Rare you see halfbacks actually like do something smart. Yeah, Jiggles, do you want your number to be 14? I just have kind of gotten into this 0 thing. And reception for the Ice Bear, first down. Okay, it doesn't really matter. I might just keep him 0 then. I kind of like the idea of having a long-haired version of Steve Young. And the number 8's retired by the Cardinals. And I'm the kind of weirdo that actually honors the retired numbers of the real team. Small gripe with Madden. Again, not actually complaining. But when they do the clock killing, they don't take into account plays with motion. Because Jelani Woods was moving on that run play, they ended up taking the delay of game. Because the motion takes an extra like 4 seconds. Gain some of that back. One more play before the 2-minute warning here. And there was a foot out of the end zone, so Jameson Williams was ineligible. Made the catch. Doesn't count for anything. Handoff to O'Shea. To make it 42-0. It's good. Data on the tackle. Well, a combination of Sanoa and Wakabayashi. Back-to-back completions for Willis now. He's up to 149 yards through the air. First catch of the day for Devin Duvernay. Which is a shame. His name is very fun to say as well. Devin Duvernay. Clock stopped, 2nd and 10. Patriots from their own 40. It's a sack. Snoop's 6th of the ball game. Willis is having a hard one. Ooh, pass interference. Damn it, Daxton. Oh no. Snoop with his 7th sack of the game causes a fumble recovered by Aaron Donald. I guess it rains, it pours. He might have been down. That might get reviewed and overturned. I mean, it's a snow game. It's the Patriots. He tucked, right? Apparently not. Okay. 2 more yards for O'Shea. Jiggles, we might just have to expect that no one else can ever win MVP or NFC defensive or NFC DPOY in this universe. Snoop Lindsay is the biggest sack merchant ever, and Twitch actually censored that. Landon accepted it long ago. Oh, you can put it on the board? Yes. So I didn't want to say anything, but the Cardinals' second shutout of the season. Huge. Something that I don't think I've done in the past 2 Madden games. And for it to happen twice in 1 year, I mean, that's pretty weird. Weird, mostly good, but weird game for Jiggles Jake Taylor. The 2 interceptions stand out like a sore thumb. A real rough stretch in the third quarter of many incompletions, but all in all, a good game. 323 yards, 54% completion rate, 2 scores. Malik Willis, 2 interceptions. Tariq Woolen's a dog. 12 of 23, 52%. Is there a sack tracker here? No. I don't believe Jiggles was sacked at all in the game, and Willis took a few. In the rushing game, O'Shea had 28 carries for 134 yards, no touchdowns. Jefferson, 11 for 32. Nobody else did much of anything. Oh, right. Jiggles had 2 runs, one of them being a 7-yard rush for a touchdown. His other one being a 2-yard loss. We'll just click on the cards here. The Ice Bear went 6 for 132 with a score. Jameson Williams, 8 for 127 with a score. Luke Musgrave, 3 for 41. And the rest. No sacks allowed. Okay. That lets us know. So, yeah, Snoop was all over the place. 10 TFLs, 7 sacks. Chase Young, 6 and 4. Aaron Donald, 3 and 1. Okay, so there's just a half sack out there. But it looks like 11, 13 and a half. Good game to you, Gold. I am definitely scared to see what you come up with once you have a full offseason under your belt and get to draft some players. This is me on year 3 of a rebuild, whereas you aren't even really in your first season of it yet. Cameron Dicker was perfect, including a 50-yarder, and let's take a look at the punt return TD for the Ice Bear. 60 yards for the score. Oh, my scenario goal, have less than 2 turnovers and win. Phooey to you. I failed at it. Oh, okay. Gold saying rebuild doesn't start till the offseason. Current season is just seeing who fits and who doesn't. And you are doing that. You've found out Baker Mayfield, not your guy. Malik Willis, promising. Things didn't exactly go according to plan offensively, but we still got the job done, and that's all that matters. A win is a win, but we'll need to be sharper next time out. Hey, 1K for the whole team. Not bad at all. And there have been a few games that are in the books, in the pocket and out of sight. Ravens beating the Panthers. Oh, I guess the other scores were mostly CPU ones. Oh, yeah, this offseason is going to be massive for a lot of teams. Snoop has 40 sacks? Oh, my God, that's absurd. Tariq Woolen has 15 picks. Wild. Oh, and we're getting some trade talks between people here. Tariq Woolen has set the single season record for interceptions, apparently. If this not quite Twitter story is telling me the truth here. Which is such a weird outlier. Wow, it's true. Overtaking the record set by Night Train Lane back in 1952. Holy shit. That that's wild. Breaking a 74-year-old record. Pretty neat. I mean, not that records aren't flying around hither and yon here, but interceptions is weird. Like, I realize the sacks are too much in this league. But, anyways, enough of the chit chat and jibber jabber. You guys could have been anywhere else in the world, and you chose to spend it with us. I appreciate that. The Cardinals appreciate that. As does the Ice Bear. Take care. Y'all have a good rest of the day. And to my fellow league mates, happy simming. And we'll be back at it tomorrow when I have to take on Mark, the Seattle Seahawks, and the team that kept me out of the playoffs last year as I went 0-2 against them. Catch y'all tomorrow.